everyone, today's video is an unboxing and first impressions of the Instant Pot Duo Crisp 8 quart. We'll also do a water test and try out a few basic recipes in it to make sure it does what it's supposed to do. I'll put the time hacks up here if you want to skip ahead to the recipes. I bought this on Amazon Prime Day and shot the video on the 4th of July, but it's taken almost a month to finally get around to editing the video.
I'm sorry!
Why did I get this? Because I wanted an 8 quart to add to the family, and I wanted to get one with the air fryer lid so I'd be able to brown or crisp food without having to use my oven broiler. I love the packaging. That's good marketing with all of the colorful graphics to show off the product features all around the box. We'll be cooking a chicken today, so this is going to be a good test of both the pressure cooking and air frying functions. We'll also make some gravy and rice with the cooking liquid that we get from the chicken. It's so heavy. So let's see what's in the box. Here's the protective pad and storage cover so you don't burn your counter with the air fryer lid. Here's the manual. Make sure to read through this as I go along. This is the broil or dehydrating tray. I'll try that one out another day. Trivet with handles. This one has a different construction than my other ones. It's wider to fit the bigger pot. This is going to be key for cooking the chicken. Here we go, the air fryer lid. This thing weighs in at 7 pounds just by itself. Here's the heating coil inside. And finally, the 8 quart pot itself. Also very heavy. Say hi to my buddy Loki. He's my favorite kitchen helper. So the power cord on this is not detachable like my smaller Duos. Informational tags for online resources and how the pressure release button works. These are the connection ports for the air fryer lid. Quick release button, which is new to me. Steam release valve, different again. Twist and open, just like the other Duos. Under the lid looks exactly the same as my other ones. Float valve cap. Sealing ring. That's tight. It'll loosen up just a hair after I use it a few times. Here's the anti-block shield. Always wash this out after each use to get rid of any starch or gunk that can goop it up. Safety warnings, make sure to read those if this is your first pot. And this is the air fryer basket and base. Have to try that out later this week. Stainless steel inner pot, so shiny. No promises, but I will do my best to try and keep it shiny. One last warning, so clean and new. Pardon me as I refer to the manual for a moment. Always do a water test first for 2 reasons. 1, it's a function test to make sure that you have all the parts and that it works. And 2, so you don't prep a bunch of ingredients only to find out that the pot doesn't work. Oh yeah, I was wondering where the condensation collector was, and it turns out that it was already in place on the pot. And I didn't think of this until later, but this also didn't come with any of the rice measuring cup, rice paddle, or other ladles that my other pots came with. Not a huge big deal, but still worth mentioning. 1500 watts, just making sure that it'll work in my power strip since I have my filming rig going to the same outlet. I've only had one blowout since I started making videos, and it was the one time I tried running both my air fryer and 6 quart pot from this power strip at the same time. So for the water test, I'm going to need 3 cups of water. FYI, the minimum liquid needed for the 8 quart pot is 2 cups, whereas it's 1 cup for the 6 quart and a half cup for the 3 quart mini. Oh right, line up the arrows on the lid and the pot and then rotate. Set it for 5 minutes, turning the keep warm off, and on this model I actually have to push the start button. Watch it after it heats up. It builds pressure until the pin or float valve is forced up and now the lid is locked. Then the pot will count down from 5 minutes, and when it's done it will say end and beep at you. So now I get to push the quick release button and let all the steam out. Make sure to keep your hands away from the steam and to cover it with a towel if you're near your cabinets so you don't ruin anything. Once the pin drops, it's safe to reopen the pot. Just be careful of touching any of the metal on top. They get really hot. Only touch the black parts of the lid. Very nice. Everything worked perfectly, so now I'm going to clean everything up and cook a chicken with some gravy and rice. I'll leave you alone for a little while so you can enjoy the recipes, and then I'll chime in again a little later. So I forgot to turn on the front camera here, but I'm setting the lid to air fry at 400 degrees for 5 minutes. After checking it, I decided that wasn't long enough, so I put it back on for another 5, and that turned out a really nicely browned and crispy skin on the chicken. I had to put the chicken away so that I wouldn't eat all of it before I made the gravy. So after this first test, I'm really impressed with this 8-quart Duo Crisp, and I can see a lot of applications for it in the future. Planning to make bone broth, a whole turkey, lasagna, and a whole bunch of other things. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll leave the ingredients for each of these recipes in the description box below. Leave a comment below if there's anything specific that you want to see me try in this pot. And I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye!
Yes! Well done! Well done!